So should we make more? Have you had enough ice cream yet?
No, more.
Never
more.
enough.
No more lemon, though.
Years ago, right here, Steve introduced me to a product that has, we'll wait, Ed. Years ago, Steve introduced, it's my teacher in me, Steve introduced me to a product that was so unbelievable, great tasting, but didn't quite know what to do with it. He made an ice cream out of it, and of course, my immediate thing is it needs more flavor. I always want it to be more flavorful. But the product was new in the country then. Now you can find it everywhere. The product is, its original name is Speculoos. Speculoos. It's Danish, I believe Danish, right?
Yeah, and I had to import it through Trader Joe.
Yeah, you used to have to buy it at Trader Joe's and Fresh Market. It's Speculoos. Well, today you can buy it pretty much everywhere. I got this at Walmart yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that something?
That's great.
In England, they eat these biscuits. Huh? Yeah, yeah. And they're called Biscoffs.
Yeah.
The English biscuits. So sue me, huh? But they make, it looks and works just like peanut butter. See it? With the oil on top, the whole deal. But it smells just like those damn biscuits. And they're really good. The biscuits, in fact, smell and taste pretty much like our graham crackers. They taste and smell like our graham crackers. And if nobody knows that it's not graham cracker, it's graham cracker. So I think, I've never made this before. It's called, it's by the Lotus, but they have different brands of it.
Sure.
It's cookie butter.
Okay.
Universally known as cookie butter. Began life as Speculoos, which is, if you put Speculoos on your menu board, you're going to toss it in about 2 weeks. So I've never made this, but I thought we'd give it a shot, and I thought of a name for it. I thought we'd call it Fudge Grahams. Fudge Grahams. And I, in fact, brought some fudge to swirl it with. So, con su permisión, we'll make Fudge Grahams. Give it a shot? All right. I didn't know how much to use, so I brought for 7 jars. They're small jars. And because I like everything with a lot of punch to it, we'll start with 7. We'll start with 7 jars. Do you happen to have a smaller spatula than the ones we use?
I have to see if this is of quality.
Taste
I haven't had
test.
speculoos in a year.
There it is.
Oh man, that was so good.
Do you have?
Every place is peanut butter. No, let me look.
All right. Well, in my store, of course, I have different size spatulas because I'm prepared. Here, we'll just. This is going to break. This is definitely going to break. Boy, look at that. This will take the rest of the day.
Here's my military spec spoon.
That won't fit. Okay. What does that mean?
Huh?
What
It
does
means
that
the
mean?
plastic fell off and it ended up looking like something you'd buy from the government.
Okay. So we'll do this. You know what we've never done, Steve?
What's that?
We've never asked the audience for assistance.
Yeah, you got me to muck things up. Why would you want to use them?
Well, I thought somebody might want to.
Got all 7 of those jars.
Yeah, you got his number.
This is going to take. Let's talk amongst ourselves. This is going to take forever, but it's okay because this is the fun of owning your business and doing it yourself.
This is the part where you get to see the CEO empty the trash. I can't afford to let any of the men on the floor do it. They're paid too much.
So there was a rabbi, a priest, and a...
Yeah, seriously.
There we go.
Anybody have the answer to this toil? Come on. Come on.
Put it in the microwave.
Heat the jars up and pour them out. Now what I do at the store, because we don't have a microwave, Andrea, stand up, tell them what we do at the store because we don't have a microwave.
Take it outside and you put it in the sun for about 30 minutes.
That's it. You take it outside, put it in the sun for 30 minutes, come in, pour them right out. You can't do that in Maine. Not going to work. But that's okay, because after we do this, you're going to see a great thing happen. See what's happening there? It's thick as tire sludge. What's tire sludge? That just came to me. I don't know. Tire? There's no such thing as tire sludge. Any questions? Come on. Come on, how about some questions? So I'm not just doing this for my own self here. You're watching me die here, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
What's on over there?
Being cleaned in the machine.
Oh, it's done being cleaned by now. As far as that's a good thing. How often do you have to clean the machine? There's two cleans. One clean is rinsing, and that you would do between certain flavors. If you plan your production correctly, then maybe you're going to make 5 flavors and you only have to rinse once. If you don't plan it correctly, then you will rinse every time after each flavor, which is no big deal. All it means is that after you've drawn your ice cream out, see, I found something to do while I'm doing. Once you've drawn your ice cream out, you simply take a, watch this. Right, Ed? Right, Ed? Yes. See, that's what you do. $1,000, he had no idea what we're talking about. Which simply means that in this size machine, which is a 12-quart machine, you would maybe use 3-4 quarts of water and then dump it in, mix it around for half a minute, and then pull it. I think the machine's clean by now.
Okay.
So that's the rinse, we call it. Other than the rinse, there's the thorough clean, which is done at the end of every day. Except yesterday when we ran out of time and we couldn't do it. But the thorough clean means that you're going to run what I do. I run 2 clear waters through it, the second one containing my sterilization, which in my world is Clorox. About a cup of Clorox to the whole machine, and I let it go for a couple of minutes and I'm good. And then you would open the door, take the gasket out, run that in the same bucket of Clorox. My arm's getting real tired here, Rob. Oh, you want to help? And you take you open it up. The knobs on the outside, those beautiful gold knobs, they go in the bucket with the spent Clorox water. The gasket in there with the spent Clorox water. Then you take out the dasher, which is the beater, the thing that spins, put that in the sink. And behind that is only that little 4-inch drive shaft. You pull that out and you put it in the bucket. And then you simply soap and water everything, let it air dry, and put it back in the machine. And then you're good to go the next day. Every other time, I also take the door off. This little pin pulls right up. It's simple as pie. Actually, all but 3 of you could do this. You push the pin up, pull it out, take the door off, put the door in the sink. Huh?
Who's the third?
Well, I looked over the crowd, and 3 of them ain't going to be able to do this. And that's it. Cleanup is a breeze, and it's. Look, I paid what you pay for the machine. I don't get any breaks. Everything is the same.
I don't get no breaks around here.
The machines are built like tanks. You're welcome. You can't hurt them. I know they're intimidating. Weren't they intimidating before the class on Monday?
Yes.
And now? Nothing, right? Easy. Even Andrea can handle it. So it's really, you work with it for a little bit, the machines are a piece of cake. It's nothing more than on, off, refrigerant, that's it. It's easy as can be. Okay, so we have it all done? All right. What? I didn't do this messy thing here. Okay, so now we need a bladder. We have a bladder here?
I'm not giving you my bladder. Give you my kidney.
Okay. I would say we can, a little less than a full batch. Oh, you got another one to do?
Yes.
Where'd that one come from?
I don't know. It was hiding behind this.
Where'd that splatter go? Huh? You got to spend more time on the plant floor.
I did my time.
So let's add some mix to a bucket and see what we get. We're also going to learn how to make a variegate. You ever see the ice creams that have those neat swirls of fudge or whatever going through them? Well, I'll show you how simple that is. That's silly simple to do.
How often do you come up with new flavors?
Every 5 minutes. Really, the problem is you can't act on it all the time. I mean, I've got, in my recipe box, I've got, how many recipes? 100 recipes total? And you know, you're always thinking of recipes. We thought of one during the class, and it was adult cherry cheesecake, which sounds really good. But I have 40 up there. So how many can you really do at once?
So you run the 40 for 2 months?
Yeah, I rotate, except for, what, a dozen have to be all the time flavors. What we made yesterday, the slide, that's an all the time flavor. It has to be. Rum raisin has to be. Mint chocolate chip has to be. All right. Let's see what happens here. I don't know. We'll. You're all probably wondering what we're going to do with a paint mixer. Wonder no more. That's it. That's what Steve calls the hillbilly mixer.
We have had people write in and say, you guys are disgusting. That's a paint mixer. And I, you know, being the nice New Yorker, I say, you're just jealous you didn't think of it.
I use them for wine.
There you go.
Yeah, they're $3 at Home Depot, and you can't beat it.
Heck of a lot stronger than anything else.
Get
on the
it?
market.
You can't beat it?
Yeah, sort of.
Very good, very good.
Ed.
The king of puns.
Yeah, seriously. He's a really punny guy.
Here, why don't you put this in here?
Oh, yes, I would love to.
And what I brought with me is my my sterile and sanitary drill.
Blow the wood chips off the end of it.
I used to use a KitchenAid. I bought a $360 KitchenAid for the store. You know, the big silver bowl, it's the professional one, the commercial, so to speak, model. And I gave that away about a year ago. I just gave it to a lady who said, ooh, I gave it to her. You don't need it. This is the KitchenAid of the future. I always feel like Ralph Cramden when I use it. You know, can it core apple? Oh, it can core apple.
I was thinking more along the lines of Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay, we good?
Yes.
So there's
About as good as we're going to
Took me to clean up completely.
there's 7 jars of speculoos, and in order to make a mixture of it, we'll pour a little of this in there.
be. Yeah.
And can you see? You can see, all right. And then what we're going to do, all we really want to do is get it so that it's pourable into the machine. That's our goal here. So that it's pourable. Because can you imagine trying to get that gunk into the machine unless you have it outside in the heat? Let's add some more juice. Steve, would you ever do this?
What's that?
This?
Would I ever use that?
Yeah.
I went looking for it at Sherwin-Williams, like you said, and they said that they never heard of you.
Really?
I said it's seen on TV by Jeff. Ooh. It's all machined stainless steel.
Is that 304 stainless?
I don't know.
Actually, it's 122 stainless.
It's so expensive a magnet won't stick to it.
That's why I asked.
Now, I haven't seen anybody running up to buy this book today.
Shifty.
This really is an excellent book. You could start a whole ice cream business around this. And once he leaves here, once he hits that car, the price triples. So make sure you see him before he leaves.
Oh, so now look what we got. You can't see it.
It's pouring. Raise it up a little bit so that the camera can see. You won't spill. There you go. Look at that. See? That non-pourable pour is working. Well done. Well done.
You are getting too comfortable with this.
Bring out the roses for him.
Okay, don't wash that. We're going to use it.
Okay.
Steve, it really is great having Rob here, I got to tell you.
You bet. Rob, what are you doing for the next 10 years every 3 months?
Well, Steve,
right.
my schedule is cleared up.
So we said
good.
we're going to call this Fudge Grahams. So what's missing?
Fudge.
Fudge, of course. Here is fudge. Okay. They're not impressed with the fudge.
Not yet.
This is called a fudge tool. Come on, you're giving it all away here, man. Let's put it in here. Okay, this is special fudge. That ain't gonna work. Where's a scissor? We don't have a scissor, do we?
I can get you one.
Okay, we need a scissor.
All right, hold on.
The fudge that I always use, that to remind me the refrigeration isn't on. We're not making ice cream yet because I want to prepare the fudge. The fudge that I
Hey,
thank you. Thank you. Grab that.
good.
We already do.
Where do you buy fudge like this?
Uh-huh. Wants to know where we buy fudge like that.
Yeah, you're good to see that.
He's supposed to be head of security.
All right, you want the real security.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you probably find it at Restaurant Depot or no?
Well, I'm going to tell the story of this fudge in a minute. The fudge that I've always used is made by Hershey's, but it's not Hershey's fudge. It's Hershey's Special Dark Fudge. And I buy it in number 10 cans, those big commercial cans you see. Last Friday, they stopped making it. Man, did they get a letter from me.
So they still make the special dark powder?
I don't know, but I won't use the powder. But I mean, this fudge, you see it. This is it. This is good stuff. Special dark. So they changed. I spoke to the people at Hershey's, and they don't make it anymore in the number 10 cans. I have no idea why. They make it in these stupid bags. And this is the first time I'm using one, and I won't use it again. The bags are the same price as a number 10 can. I know. 2 bags in a box, $60.
Wow.
So I'm not happy. And now I'm investigating other fudge, other people's fudge. And what's probably going to be the end all to this is that I will probably have to buy people who make fudge at home. You find them on eBay. And I'm going to have to get one of them to make me something like this, because this is it. And I use a lot of fudge.
You're a deli?
What?
You're a
A
deli?
deli?
Ghirardelli.
Deli.
Oh, no, not even close. I'm just going to get the last of this in here, and then we'll make some variegated. Don't be looking there. They'll all look there now. That's good enough, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, now we're going to make a variegate. A variegate is a fancy word for stripes. You know, the stripes on vanilla fudge, you know, fudge ripple. Remind me, we still didn't turn that on. We'll get there, but we're not there yet. our goal is to thin this out a little bit so that we can work with it. What should we thin it out with?
Ice cream mix.
Shh. Smarty pants. What should we thin it out with?
More mix.
Ice cream mix, right. That's probably just enough. Huh. Who knew to leave this much in the bag? So we'll simply add some of this, just like when we thinned out the cookie butter. Uh-oh. This is a disaster waiting to happen. A whisk would do me fine.
I feel like it's safer to come up here now. The power tool's down.
Have you ever whisked?
I know. It looks pretty difficult. You want me to give it a shot?
Give it a try. See what happens. I think that's great. You're even whisking better than I was.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you very much.
I just tell the truth. So you can variegate anything. The most popular, I guess, would be vanilla fudge, right? You've gone to the store or an ice cream store and you see the tub and it's vanilla ice cream with beautiful fudge swirls through it. Somebody in class talked about a vanilla fudge without a lot of swirls. Must have been Amy. But what you want to see is those nice thick swirls. I make an ice cream called peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter ice cream, and the variegate is jelly. Thick jelly running through it. Pretty good, huh? Yeah, man. So today we're going to make fudge grahams, which is essentially graham cracker ice cream with fudge running through it. Now you can add, oh, look how good he's doing. Really, that's perfect, actually.
All right.
You can actually take that bowl of fudge and add half a cup of raspberry syrup, you know, or Torani, the coffee people, Kahlua syrup, anything you want. Kahlua would be good in this, wouldn't it? But anything you want, you can add to that, and you'll have that swirl running through the ice cream. The trick is to get it from that bowl throughout the ice cream, which you'll learn. So now we're ready to put the refrigerant on, right? All right, and we're ready for that. We're ready for, we need some empties. Where's my 1 gallon? Here's a gallon empty. They can see this. Come on, Rob. And this. I'll tell you what, let's just dump this here. Rob, did he tell you you would be here all day?
I planned for it.
Oh,
We're
okay,
good.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do a variegate. By the way, quick cleanup on this. It's just one of these things. Pretty good. When you're making an ice cream with a variegate, you want to let it go a hair longer than you normally do because you want the ice cream part to be a little thicker so that when you do put the variegate into it, it doesn't just dissolve in there, it holds that ribbon that you're going to create. And boy, will we create a ribbon. Yes, sir. Good question. The overrun, which is the amount more than you put into the machine, does it only happen when the refrigeration is on? Au contraire. The reality is when your ice cream is ready, if you shut the refrigerant, let the machine keep going, that's when you'll build up your air content and make a fluffier ice cream and increase the overrun. No, that doesn't matter. No. Any other questions? Come on, Caribbean, you got to have a question. They have 220 down there? Huh? Yeah, 220 line? What island are you? Jamaica. I've been there. I've been there. They all walk, I can't say it on TV. Good job. This is perfect.
Thank you.
First time?
Yes.
Wow.
On camera, yes.
Wow. Look at that. By the way, you saw the fudge we started with, right? How thick it was? Look at that. Perfect. That's what you want. Whether it's fudge, jelly, anything. Anything you can think of, you can make. Don't start that. If you take sugar, pour a pound of sugar in a bowl, add a quart of Tyranny strawberry coffee syrup, whatever. Do the same thing. Now you can put that into any ice cream. So a variegate can make your ice cream place different from everyone else's. And sometimes when people try it, whoa, you got to go to Fred's ice cream place. He's got this stuff in the ice cream that's unbelievable. You can do this with marshmallow fluff too and make a killer Rocky Road. Almost. A Rocky Road would be great with marshmallow fluff swirled through it instead of just little pieces of marshmallows in there, right? I'm trying to work on a recipe for s'mores. Somebody suggested s'mores the other day, and I'm trying to work on that. It might have something to do with this ice cream because it's graham cracker, marshmallow, and chocolate, right? So s'mores ice cream, you don't often see s'mores ice cream, right? Has anyone ever seen s'mores ice cream? No. But you will. They do? I'll try it tomorrow. You asked before, how do I know when it's ready? To me, it's ready when it holds a peak in the bottom. After you drizzle a little, when it holds a peak, then it's ready. When it goes down, it's not ready. Kind of simple, not scientific. That's why you can't use a timer going up. Or actually, you can't use a timer coming down. You can't set a timer for 12 minutes and when it goes off, the ice cream's ready. That doesn't work. You all glad you came today? Free lunch.
Jeff, have you ever done it where you stick a spatula in the top? When I was up at Penn State, they would stick a spatula in the top and then hold it up like this. And if the peak, it's the same thing that you're talking about, but they would just hold it up in the air. And if the peak,
don't tell
press it a little bit.
Steve that you would stick a spatula in the top of the machine.
I'm just, yeah, I realize that,
then
but
your friends are going to have spatula ice cream. Ooh, what's that? Oh, spatula. It did happen to me once. Yes, sir.
yeah, because you have your
Nothing. I always tell Steve that I think he should take a machine, honest, I'm not kidding, and pour nuts and bolts in it and turn it on. I don't think it would damage the machine at all. I mean, the machine they're great. We are almost ready, look. Almost holding a peak. Sure, peanut butter, chocolate fudge, this stuff, all hard getting it out.
Does it have, does it make a difference on the texture of flavor? Or that it's a little longer?
Yes, I'll let Steve explain that because it becomes an emulsion question. The butter fat is affected the longer it goes, hence the creaminess of the ice cream. I'm so excited. I mean, it's almost there.
Jeff, are you, changing the, are you making it do faster so the ice cream out quicker now?
Don't do this. And really don't do this.
Jeff, quick, pull it out.
That didn't sound right.
Just going to leave that one alone.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Normally, I would pull my ice cream into 1 gallon tubs, which is what I use. But we're making a variegate, so I pull it out into this. So here we have a tub of cookie butter ice cream, and what we want to do is get this fudge swirled through here. So what we're going to do, no, leave those right there. That's where we're
I
going
didn't
to
want
do
to
this.
block the camera.
Okay. We're going to pour some of this just on the top. And then just fold it 2 or 3 times in here. You're standing, you must really want to know this. Huh? We're going to fold and fold and fold. And then the whole gimmick with this is having a squishy container, because what you want to do is you want to squish it to get the variegate into the ice cream. Can you see that?
Isn't that perfect? You can't do that well any other way.
And then you have a really nice variegated ice cream. And you can do it with anything. Pretty cool, huh? Now, after that one, you would do it again. Couple of folds. And you squeeze it, and you're ready to roll.
Oh, we all want to try some of that now.
It's genius! Don't dump that yet. And now the only thing left to do is what?
Eat it.
Eat it. Let's do it. Let's eat it. And this is Fudge Graham's. You want to do your bowl thing? That worked out well last time. Fudge
go.
Graham's ice cream. Doesn't it? Hey, Ed, coming from you,
Andy,
That's a
you just want to grab one?
it sure is.
Give one to Rex as well.
You always go the wrong way. Would they do that in the Caribbean or what?
Is it lemon ice? Or is it cream ice?
Must be on the other side of the equator or something.
There you go, you're welcome.
Now, of course, when that hardens, Jeff, you put it in the
You're welcome,
freezer.
Kim.
Now when you
There you go, you're welcome.
It'll be perfect. Because it's soft, of course it's dissolving now, but pouring it was the visual on this to see how it's done.
I think it was a high sugar cream ice.
It's so pretty in that container too. It's pretty.
It is pretty. It's good, nice to look at.
Please.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez. Going both ways.
Man, that's good. That's really Holy cow. What's that?
What do you call this flavor? What's the name?
Fudge Graham's. I never made it before. No bowl? It's real good, man.
Oh my gosh.
Huh?
Whoa.
Right.
I
rich.
got to say, that's
It's
really
good.
good. You didn't try this yet? Where's the bowl? Get a bowl.
Your class, or do I have to buy one now?
What does that mean? If you buy it now, it's deducted from the class. Sorry.
That's what I'm asking.
I just answered you.
What's up? Yeah.
I just tried, that's all.
I'm a lot older than you, so watch it.
Not that much.
Get him, Ed.
Huh? 78.
78?
Yeah. I look much better than you, don't I?
Hell no.
Get him, Ed. Get him, Ed. Get him.
Here, no.
Wow.
Ed,
my
the
gosh.
bottom line is if you walk out of here with that book, it's going to cost you $50. That's the bottom line. Now what do you want to know? What? By the way, that's good ice cream. It might be too sweet for some people, right? Not for me.
It's delicious. though.
Okay, good girl. Now that was a wing and a prayer. I didn't know how much cookie butter to add to 5 quarts of mix, but it worked out fine. So now I'm going to write down 7 jars, 5 quarts, which means 14 jars in my machine. Well worth it. That's a killer ice cream in my world. And when I freeze it, like they said, and it looks like this in every scoop that you get, that's going to be well worth it. You can tell Crystal that's ready.
How much fudge?
How much fudge? One bag. I don't know what's... But it doesn't matter, because all you want on the fudge is the right consistency, so use as much as you need. I still have half a bowl left over, which we're all going to get into soon.